Hi everyone, this is Dave from Geekanoids, and in this video I want to show you the Manfrotto ML120 LED light. Now I want to unbox just this single product first of all, and I'm going to pop this underneath the Panasonic camera for you so I can show you up nice and close. This is a mini LED light. It's called a pocket LED light, model number ML120, and it sports 12 LED lights. Let's get this open and show you just this one up close. Now I've obviously got more than one, you can see some already set up on my desk here, but inside the packaging you get the light itself. Now the front of it's covered at the moment, so let's just take that off, and we also get a little piece of paper with some instructions on here. So this just gives you instructions about how to use the light. This is the light itself. Comes with a little tripod sort of mount, and we place this on the base of the light like so, and then we can tighten up one end here. And if I go around the back and open this up for you, this is where you put the battery. It takes a single AAA battery. So I've got a battery here. Let's pop this into the light, and then we will put the back on. Very easy to set up, and then the idea behind this is that this can connect to either a tripod. You can see I've got two set up here, one either side of the camera, and this one here I'm actually going to put on the mount on top of the camera. So let's do that now. So we're going to slide this onto the top mount and then just screw this down, and I've got very minimal lighting inside the studio at the moment, and the reason I've got minimal lighting is I wanted to show you how these lights work to actually illuminate products. So what I'm going to do is pull in two products into view on my SD700. Now all I've got coming into the studio at the moment is natural lighting. I haven't got any studio lighting at all. It's just purely the natural light. And what I'm going to do is just switch on one of these LED lights. I'm going to switch on the overhead one, which is the one attached to my SD700. So let's turn that on, and that shows you how much just one of these tiny lights produce. If I zoom in and just concentrate maybe on this little character here, so this is with the light, and if I cover the light up, that's without the light, and then we can bring the light back in. So it really does a good job of illuminating this little crazy Steve figure. Let's bring the watch back into view as well. Now one of the disadvantages of this sort of light when you're using the overhead one is you obviously have to be very careful of reflections. I've got a glass face on this watch, so it's going to reflect on the light. So what we're going to do now is actually turn on the two side lights. So we're going to turn on just one first, like so, and you can see that we've got even more light coming in now, and then we're going to turn on the second one. So we've got even more light again, and you can see that when I introduce the two side lights, it does an absolutely fantastic job. I could probably get away with turning off this overhead one. Let's turn off the overhead one. So this is just with the two side lights coming in, and that does a fantastic job. I can reposition these to try and get rid of shadow, or I can concentrate the light down onto just one particular subject. Let's just concentrate on the watch for a little while. So we've got the two side lights in, almost knocked one over. I can bring them slightly around the front and really give some good lighting to the watch. You can see just by moving them how this really does a fantastic job of illuminating the subject. So move the watch out of the way, let's bring this little figure back in again and zoom in nice and close, and I'm just going to do one more thing. I'm going to turn this overhead light on again, which obviously lessens the shadows either side, and you get a real good idea of how three of these perform. Let me just do this one more time. Let me turn them all off. So this is with none of the lights, and then I'm going to introduce the overhead one, and then introduce the side one, and then introduce the other side one, and you can see it really does help bring out the detail in this little figure. Now I'm going to pause the recording, and the reason I'm pausing the recording, you can still see me on the other studio light, is I'm going to perform a white balance with all 3 lights on, and this is a custom white balance on the Panasonic SD700, and then I'm going to reintroduce the little mini figure, and you'll see what a difference adjusting the white balance on your video footage will make. Let's start the recording again. So now you're seeing the footage being recorded on the Panasonic SD700 with all 3 lights on. Absolutely superb. With a little bit more positioning, I can get these a little bit lower, perhaps like so, and maybe reposition this one a little bit lower. You're going to sort of eliminate some of the shadows. This is the beauty of having them on these Joby Gorilla Pods. You can really get low angles on the lights, and we've virtually got no shadow on there now. Absolutely stunning. Very, very pleased with how these lights perform. Now I'm going to turn this one back off and give you another look at this. This is the Manfrotto ML120. It's going to cost you around about £30, so these are £30 each, or if you're in the US, around about $59. Now it might sound like a lot, but these tiny little lights produce a lot of output. I've been really impressed with how these have been performing. Now do keep an eye on the Geekanoids channel. In my next video I'm going to be showing you the next model up in the range in the Manfrotto line, the ML240. So this is the ML120, and in the next video I'll be showing you how the ML240 performs. Until then, I will see you all in the next video.